I am a vampire penguin.
The goal of the project was to teach students about cultural diversity and social responsibility, and to nurture interest in the arts. The week-long Artist in Residency program gave students at St. Paul Elementary School a chance to display their creativity and imagination.
What they're doing is they're creating their world. So they're using sort of their social studies, their math, their science to create a world.
Whoa! Mind and crack! Word!
The students were led by a troupe of professional actors, musicians, and designers from Edmonton's Concrete Theatre.
Concrete Theatre focuses on multicultural casting and social issues. So much of our work is done in schools, and they all have to do with social issues, drinking and driving, sexual education, diversity, which is what this residency is about, sort of teaching kids about social issues through theatre.
The project was funded through a grant from Alberta Foundation for the Arts and by St. Paul's Parent Council. Students spent part of each day during the week designing costumes, writing music, and developing storylines that would culminate in a final production at the end of the week.
We have them create their own worlds from scratch, and those worlds include their own belief systems, their own mode of transportation, and their own traditions. They've created all of these elements, and then we come in and we help bring those worlds to life through music and design and drama. So ultimately the kids are learning about tolerance and acceptance, and not just acceptance, but actually celebrating other people's cultures, because we all have something to learn from one another.
For students, the week was full of collaboration, discovery, and achievement as they learned new skills and methods of self-expression. For teachers, the residency was an alternative form of education that proved both fun and effective.
A lot of our discussions have been sort of transforming education, so trying to take education outside of just being the classroom. The idea is that for our 21st century learners, their world is going to look very different, and they're going to need all these different types of skills, and they're going to have to know how to apply them. So it's taking all of the knowledge and applying it. They're having to collaborate, their critical thinking, creativity, all these things are really, really important. And as well, along with that, they'll also be, working on acceptance and diversity and people of different cultures.
By Friday, the students were ready to stage their final performance. It featured a mix of dancing, singing, and storytelling, and it showed just how much they'd learned about culture and diversity during their week of fine arts education.
It really is an effective way to teach kids. Theatre leaves such an impression on people. You can have a very good speaker come in and talk to a class and make some very good points, but chances are those thoughts and ideas are going to resonate with the kids more if they're up and they are being active and they're creating and inventing and working together as a group. It's just like an extension of education. It's just another way to learn.